Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says his government is not done building Singapore, with more improvements to public infrastructure on the way. Speaking at the fourth stage opening of the Thomson-East Coast Line, Mr. Wong adds the country is able to execute such large, long-term infrastructure projects because of its political stability and the collective effort of its people. Nadirah Zaidi with this report.
A curious kid peeking into the makings of a 10-year project. Launched in phases, Stage 4 of the Thomson-East Coast Line officially opens this Sunday with 7 new stops. These include Bayshore, Marine Parade and Tanjong Rhu. During the preview event, Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says it takes a lot of hard work and political consistency to make this happen.
You live in many other countries in the world, including in advanced countries. People talk about doing projects, but very often it's not so easy to get things done. Sometimes political parties change and a new party comes into power and they shelve the plans from the previous party. So in many of these places, people talk about wanting to do things, but after a long time, things still cannot get done. Here in Singapore, when we say we will do something, we make sure we deliver it.
The 7 new stations along Thomson-East Coast Line will benefit more than 50,000 households and will eventually connect them to Changi Airport. The extension is expected to be completed in the mid-2030s, together with the opening of the airport's Terminal 5. But for now, commuters are pleased with the new line, which places more than 10 schools within walking distance of a Telford station.
It's like very fast, faster than the bus, so there is no more traffic jam.
I take only less than half an hour to come here from the Garden by the Bay. Compared to take bus, maybe 45 minutes.
The first phase of the Thomson-East Coast Line was launched back in January 2020. The first 3 stations were Woodlands North, Woodlands and Woodlands South. Now fast forward 4 years later, LTA is now launching Stage 4 with 27 stations. The line is fully underground, 43 kilometers long, and when it's completed in 2026, we should expect 32 stations. Thomson-East Coast Line is just one of the many enhancements to Singapore's public transport system. The goal is to connect as many households to a train station within walking distance by 2030.
We are not done building Singapore, and we are certainly not done expanding our rail network. And it's not just about public transport. We are also improving public housing and making our neighborhoods more livable. We are making our city greener and more sustainable. We have major undertakings that span many years, even decades. And these are collective efforts by all of us to build on the foundations we have today and to build a better Singapore for our children and grandchildren.
The Prime Minister adds that more enhancements will come, with more than 50 new MRT stations opening across the island over the next decade.